Hello class, how are you today? Great, fantastic. As I told you in the previous video, during this week or the following one, you are going to receive handout number 5. And this handout is a summary of unit number 1, 2, 3, and also 4, right? So this video is made for you to comprehend better what you have to do in this handout number 5, okay? So please pay attention, and if you have any question or any doubt, you can write me to my email address that you have. For this, I'm going to share with you this handout so we can discuss it and for a better understanding. Okay. This is handout number 5 for 11th grade. And as I told you, it is a mixture or a summary of handouts number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember that in handout 1 and 2, we worked with vocabulary. And in handout 3 and 4, we made a kind of introduction to units. All right, so here you have the objectives for this work, which is recognize vocabulary and expressions, and also develop writing skills. This is an assessment scale. This handout is going to be evaluated or assessed, but you are not going to have a mark for this. You are going to have a kind of understanding of what is your position in relation to the objective fulfillment. You can be excellent, you can be great, or you can be correct, or you need improvement, or you need more work. That is the idea. So the instructions are that, as I told you, this is a summary of the previous handouts that you were working with, and I need that you can send me back this material developed. This handout is not going to be archived on the portfolio. I need this to be returned and also developed as much as possible. And you have 3 options to send me this material back. You can develop it and then scan it and send it to me to my email address, or you can film or record a video in which you explain what you have learned, or you can take pictures of your work and also send me that to my email address. Whichever of the options you decide to use, you have to send that to me to my email address as soon as possible. Then we have item number 1, which is vocabulary related to handouts 1 and 2. And in this part, you will choose 10 concepts from the handouts 1 and 2. And that means, for example, I'm going to choose house. And I write here, house. And here, I'm going to write the Spanish version, which is casa. And in this part, I'm going to write a sentence using the concept in English. For example, my house is big. So in that case, you use the concept house, the Spanish casa, and a sentence, my house is big, all right? And that way, with 10 words. In item 2, you are going to write, develop writing skills. And in this case, we will think about handout 3 and 4, which is related to my first job. Here you are going to talk about your ideal job. What would you really like to do when you finish school and you have to earn money? Which will be your favorite type of job? Here you can invent if you want. Here you are going to use your imagination and your creativity. So first, you are going to complete this chart with these instructions. First, you're going to mention your ideal job. What is your ideal job? And you're going to write the name here. For example, chef. You write here, chef. Then, give a brief explanation of it. So, in this part, you are going to define or explain what is to be a chef. For example, a chef cooks delicious meals. A very brief explanation. Then, you have identify at least one advantage of that ideal job. and you write it here. One at least. You can write more, but one at least. Advantage, positive things. To be a chef allows to eat delicious things, for example. And here you write one or more disadvantages, negative things. For example, a chef works several hours a day. And finally, you're going to mention the reasons why that is your ideal job. And you write here the reason. I like this job because I like cooking, for example. Very briefly, super brief, because here in this part 2, you're going to write a short paragraph in 10 lines. You have to use the 10 lines, okay? About your ideal job using the ideas on the previous chart. So here you have the title, you write a title, and here the 10 lines. And here you have the criteria to evaluate the writing part, okay? Grammar, spelling, content, and length. All right, and that's it. I hope that you all understand the working process in unit number 5, but still, if you have questions, you can write me to my email address and I can answer all of your questions, all right? So as a summary, unit number 5 is about a summary of the previous units. We are going to work with 2 objectives, which is vocabulary, recognizing vocabulary, and developing writing. When you do this job, when you finish this job or this work, you are going to send that material back to me to my email address so I can give you an assessment. This handout is not going to be archived on the portfolio. That is for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Take good care of yourselves, of your family. I hope we can see you again soon. And if not, stay at home, right? A hug, blessing, and bye.